Hello and welcome back to the Anne Arundel County Public Schools Digest, bringing you news about the people and programs of Anne Arundel County Public Schools.
Good morning, everybody. How are you all this morning?
Despite a pandemic and its challenges like major bus driver shortages, nothing could get in the way of the excitement and joy of the first week of school in person as an AACPS awesome family.
The first day of school is exciting every year, but this year in particular because of all we've been through with the pandemic, to get our students back in the building, to get our staffs back in school, to be in person with the students, it's an incredibly exciting day.
It's so great to see these kids coming back in person and see the teachers really excited about having them in their classrooms. And these kids are our future. We're excited about it.
With more than 83,000 students ages 3 to grade 12 joining or returning to schools after over a year of virtual and hybrid instruction, Superintendent of Schools George Arlotto couldn't wait to greet them to get the school year underway.
So the community of educators is very excited to be back in school. This is what we live for. This is what we're trained for, to work with students. So the buy-in has been there. Our teachers have been nothing short of amazing. Our counselors, our media specialists, our building service staff, everybody's excited about getting the school year going.
We are very excited to start this school year with you as Northeast Middle School. You are the first official class of Northeast Middle School.
New is the theme of this new school year. For example, the not so new but new Northeast Middle School. After a name change, the school community has fully embraced a new attitude by adopting its new crab mascot and Chesapeake blue-like school colors.
1, 2, 3, Eagle soar!
Students at 5 schools can now fully enjoy their majorly renovated facilities. After an average of 2 years of construction plus waiting through the pandemic, students at Crofton High School and Edgewater, George T. Cromwell, Richard Henry Lee, and Tyler Heights Elementary Schools have new cutting-edge facilities.
To the students of Crofton High School, you stepped up in ways and have shown me that I too am still learning. You are true trailblazers, and I'm proud to be on this journey with you. I promise that our Cardinal family will do everything to help each of you fulfill your special destinies.
Many of you have been a part of this school community longer than I have, but I share the same excitement to finally be in our school full time. Today has been a long time coming.
I am so glad to see you all here and thrilled that this day is finally upon us. We are not only celebrating the completion of our new school renovation, but we are celebrating finally being able to be with each other in person.
We've waited so long for this day, and not even a pandemic could ruin it. It tried really hard, but here we are, ready to begin a school year together, all of us in our new school home. I am so happy to celebrate with you today.
The ribbon cuttings for all of those schools except Edgewater can be viewed on the AACPS YouTube channel. The Edgewater Elementary School community will have a ribbon-cutting celebration at a later date. And her first year as principal of Van Bocklin Elementary School, Kelly Shell Ramey has returned home in every sense of the word. Her connection to the Van Bocklin School community is not only long-standing, it's magnetic. From humble yet ambitious beginnings, she was destined to lead the school where she was once a young learner.
My parents are from Garrett County, and it's a coal mining town that they lived in, very small town. And they wanted opportunity for their children, and they wanted, a healthy future, a good education. So they moved to Anne Arundel County as soon as they got married. So I began here in 1975 in kindergarten and went through 2nd grade here.
Her experience in her primary years left an indelible mark on her learning career, which transcended into her teaching career.
One of my favorite memories is Miss Anderson. Kathy Anderson used to teach here when I was here. And I remember being in 2nd grade, watching her teach 3rd grade. And I was so enamored. She was just so fun and had this great disposition that I would stop watching my own teacher and I would watch Kathy Anderson. When I came here to student teach, and people said, "Oh, do you know Kathy Anderson?" And my heart was like, Miss Anderson is still here. So I got to meet her, and we were colleagues, and everybody called her Kathy, and I could never call her Kathy. She was just Miss Anderson to me. I just loved her.
By happenstance or magnetic pull, Ramey was assigned to Van Bocklin for her student teaching practicum.
So I was at UMBC in grad school, and I got my student teaching assignment. It was for Van Bocklin. And I was like through the roof because I never thought about coming back to this school. And so when I got here, I met Myrna Phillips, who is now the assistant principal here with me. She was my cooperating teacher, so she began as my mentor.
I think Kelly made that up, mentor. I don't remember being her mentor teacher. We were teammates. We did work well together. I'm sure I gave her some, some pointers or some advice, but Kelly was a dynamic teacher from the start.
Rose Tasker was the principal at the time and instantly knew that Ramey would be a great addition to the teaching staff.
During my walkthroughs, I always knew what was going on. And I really liked her. And she became a leader in her grade group and had a good understanding of instruction. And I thought I could build on that and make her better. The parents liked her, the children liked her, and I loved her.
Interestingly, Tasker and Ramey have more in common than their passion for children and education. They both were chosen to lead Van Bocklen at times in the school's history when the students needed them most.
So much has happened at that school. And I told Kelly Ramey that her goal was to close the achievement gap. I said, you have to do that because you know how.
When I was here with Rose Tasker, originally, she talked about building leaders, and this was just the place to be. And I want to bring that back.
To bring that back, Ramey knows that every step along her path has prepared her for now, or maybe it's that magnetic connection.
This was meant to be. This is, where I'm kind of called to be, not only by the superintendent, but I feel this passion for the school. And so getting to come back here is amazing. And even when I told my kids, they were just like, oh my God, you have to be there.
Also new this year is the AACPS Virtual Academy, an online home to about 580 students in grades 3 through 12. This new school conducts instruction in a virtual environment and was established as an alternative for students who are not able to return to in-person learning. There are no physical aspects of the AACPS Virtual Academy. Now that AACPS has fully opened its doors, families and staff are reminded to take daily health assessments before coming to school. Masks are expected to be worn by anyone inside an AACPS facility, regardless of age or vaccination status. Checklists for students and staff, as well as all safety provisions, can be found at www.aacps.org/safety-protocols. Thank you for watching Anne Arundel County Public Schools Digest on AACPS-TV. We're looking forward to an AACPS awesome year.